Pisces. What y'all doing, yo? Y'all sending each other nudes and building Wonderland while everybody is asleep and stuff? Like, what y'all doing, man? Well, if that's what y'all doing, that's what y'all doing. You know what I mean? Or y'all could just be, I don't know, dreaming about doing it and not actually telling each other. Still doing it and not even communicating with each other. Telepathy and all of that. Who knows, right? But let's get to it. Pisces on Pisces. This is going to be relatively more simple than the other readings because it's the same sign. And we'll begin with the sun being in Virgo for you too. Now, people may not know this, but I'm going to say this now, is that this is not the most comfortable place for Pisces to be. This is not the best season for Pisces. And it's because it's public season, meaning you got to show up. You got to pop up some type. And let me hold on. You don't have to, right? You don't have to. But little be knowns to you, Pisces, to the two of you, right? It could help y'all. It could really help y'all. And I know it may go against your beliefs. I'm better off in the shadows. I'm better off with people not knowing about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm moving it. I get it. But yo, you gotta realize, y'all rule over photography. So at least let a picture be worth 1,000 words, right? Post a picture, right? Pisces people got the sun, which turns the lights on, right? Shows where the focus and the concentration is inside of the 7th house, which is the public at large. And it's about you two, lovers, significant others, doing what y'all doing. Even if y'all don't want to take a picture together, right? You could take a solo pick a piece and have some type of cryptic message going on inside of it that only the two of y'all know, hints towards each other being together, doing whatever it is that y'all doing, and y'all can laugh and giggle about it. Nobody has to be the wiser unless they're really paying that close of attention to y'all, which they probably will. More than likely they will, because it's Virgo season. They're going to want to pick it apart and be like, oh, look, they posted. Look, they don't ever post. They're saying something in this post. I'm telling you they are. Yo, they still messing with such and such. I bet they are. Oh, but they're not in the picture. They broke up. But you never know, do you? You don't ever really know. And that's what's dope about y'all, Pisces, that y'all can pull this type of stuff off, you know? And it only adds more intrigue and mysteriousness to your aura already. Is by popping up like the Loch Ness Monster him in there to show people that you're at least still breathing. You know what I mean? And I know, I get it. Some of y'all don't even care if people care if you're breathing. And I get it. But it's kind of cool sometimes to come in touch with things. Because stuff like this can get you closer to the dreams that you have, that you've been working on. It could accelerate it in some type of ways. It can connect the dimensions that you're used to jumping and, you know, have a bigger impact than they would should nobody know. Because I get it, you know, when people, the observer, right, like the double slit experiment, when people observe you, that's when you kind of get like, do the stuff that they don't want you to do and behave awkwardly or differently. And then when they're not looking, is when you get to doing all of the stuff that you want to do. And, you know, it's better that way for you in this earthly realm, because the majority of people are going that way, following that and doing that. You know what I mean? I get it. So you'd rather be in Pisces land, but this is Virgo season, and this is why I'm talking about this stuff, the two of you, you know? But this is another time that you can also be critical of the harsh realities of the world. And it's not the greatest feeling to be in a loving relationship unless you both see eye to eye about these harsh realities, unless you both connect on that realm and be like, it could seem very negative, you know, it could seem very, you know, heavy on you two, and it could even feel like complaining to the point where it's just like, doesn't anybody see this? Why are we the only people that see this? But if y'all both see this and y'all both focus and concentrated on this, then y'all could create content behind this. Y'all can take mere conversations and create content behind this. I've done it with Pisces before, so I know what I'm talking about. But let this be the season. Let it ring. You know what I'm saying? Put it together. So what if it's some of the best things are things that are disastrous sometimes? You know, these are where those apocalyptic movies come out and stuff like that. Y'all rule over film. Y'all rule over for film too. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what y'all could come up with at this time. But I would say it fares better for the two of you when you focus and concentrate both on the things that need fixing, the areas that need some adjustments, the tweaking. You know what I mean? And be creative about it, because trying to stand in it and ground yourself in it, I say should only come from a perspective that is, you are the magicians that transform it and bend it at your will. Because when you try to stand in it, you can morph and become them. You know, the sensitive perception of the Pisces energy, you can morph and become something that you despise. And you don't want that. You don't want that weighing on you, you know? So let's get to the planet Mercury being in the 7th house for both of you as well. This is why I say it's better if you do resonate on the same accord, Pisces. Y'all can kick it about this stuff and do something about it, you know? Y'all can consolidate a commitment to a contract. Let's say you don't sign a contract. You could at least get the groundwork prepared for one. You know what I mean? And try to better effectively plan when you could put this thing in motion. Because I don't have contracts with Pisces people and stuff like that, and great energy behind it, great determination and stuff behind it, but the planning of implementation perhaps is not the greatest thing that I've done, you know, and I've got to work better on that. I've got to work harder on that. But I say that to say this: sometimes your plan and your vision is so big that it's not meant for immediate practice. All right. And again, it's not like the ways of the world where it's like, oh, you got an idea, well, you put it together, we got to fix the budget up and make the contracts now and get it out there. It's just like, no. I'm talking about big picture stuff here. We're not trying to copy another Hollywood film that's been done already, at least not to the T, because I'm not even saying, like, a lot of movie execs steal from each other in the art world, period. You know what I mean? It's really not the worst thing. But if you're doing the same exact movie over, come on, man, and slapping a different title on it and just getting different actors and actresses. We've seen those types of films before, and that can get boring. And that means that we don't have any more imagination left. Come on, Pisces. Put yourselves together. Get in the fucking conference room. Get in the fucking lives. Get in the fucking, in the video chats, DMs, whatever y'all gotta do, man. Do what y'all need to do to make it happen. The world needs y'all, yo. This should be pissing me off sometimes. But anyway, y'all be able to communicate about this because Mercury is there inside of the sign of Virgo. It's at home. And this is the opposite of y'all. Mercury falls in Pisces generally, but this could give y'all some clarity to get grounded and do some groundwork, excuse me. You know what I mean? Take advantage of being uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable with planets being in your opposite sign and master it. You know what I mean? Go through the emotions, go through the motions, do a couple of pop-ups, let people know you're still around. You know, I plan on posting a picture soon myself. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, straight like that. So now it moves into the sign of Libra in the 8th house for y'all too, which should be fun for y'all. It's the house of sex. It's the house of secrets. It's the house of managing other people's money. It's the house of psychology. It's the house of occult practices. So what are y'all into? What type of ceremonies are y'all into? Y'all into wearing big robes and walking around in circles and chanting and stuff? Butt naked underneath? Like, what y'all into? Y'all know I know what y'all be into. You know what I'm saying? Nice incenses burning and bath body rub oils. And what y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? Don't make me DM a few of y'all to find out, because I will. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying though, like, this 8th house stuff for y'all could be therapeutic as well, or at least give you more deep insight to what it is that y'all should be creating. I just feel like y'all should be creating now. I haven't always been the best at doing Pisces on Pisces videos, but I'm starting to learn better now how these things can transpire and make things come into fruition. It doesn't have to be all dreams. Like, y'all can really put something special down that is groundbreaking in the earth, and, you know, just really move a lot of people. So I'd say take advantage of the time when Mercury goes into Libra, because especially like when it comes to contracts, y'all will be able to reach a place of harmony, of balance, of what it is that you both can get out of what it is that you're about to do. And I would say, I'm gonna just give y'all a heads up, right? I'm gonna be for real with y'all. I'm gonna let out a secret, and this is why I'm probably speaking about like film photography and stuff like this on a large scale right now, is because Saturn will eventually go into Pisces. And this is what I found out of why some of my projects with Pisces have not reached fruition yet. And some of them are great, like to the point where I couldn't wait. But now I see why I have to wait. Saturn will go into Pisces, y'all. It will. And it's going to be there for some time. And while Neptune is in Pisces, this is going to be a great time for y'all. So everything y'all dreamt up, everything y'all wrote down, everything y'all talked about and stuff like that, when Saturn hits Pisces, y'all better get busy. That's the time for y'all to do it. All this other time before that is to play on the internet, figure out how to code these websites, how to get familiar with Adobe products, how to get familiar with the the Web 3 MD, whatever they're calling it, 3.0 and all that. This is the time to do that, so that when this lane opens up for y'all to actually get the movie scripts out and build some money up to when y'all could reach that point, y'all could really get out there and make it happen. That's what this time is for. Because y'all time is coming to put these films together, to put these docu-series together, to put these fantastic photo shoots together with body paint and art and all that. Y'all time is really coming. So just get ready for it, is pretty much what I'm saying. Talk about this stuff with Mercury being where it's at, and y'all will be able to come to some type of balance of where to put these projects at, because there's probably going to be a lot of sex involved in your projects. Look, I'm putting myself into this reading, but it's not like I don't talk about this stuff with other Pisces too. So y'all know what I'm talking about. But y'all will be able to discuss with each other the type of backlash you may get for the type of content that you want to put out. This is the cancel culture as well now. This is the period of, oh, you can't do that. Oh, did you see what they said? And then they got TV shows like, I'm not even going to mention the name of it. You couldn't pay me to watch some of these TV shows. But anyway, that's my discriminated voice speaking right now. You hear the Virgo in me? A Virgo, get the Virgo in. So that's what I mean, though. Like, y'all could come to some type of harmonious balance to work those potential issues out, to where you might have to make a deluxe version of whatever it is that you're making and keep it under wraps, like on some 8th house shit, in order to maintain enough stature in the public arena and still be able to give the rawness that you intended to do initially and please the people who really, really rock with y'all like that when it comes to the imagination and stuff. Let's get to the planet Venus now. So Venus being in the 6th house for y'all, right? Venus being in the 6th house for y'all can make y'all feel like y'all are supposed to be granted more than what you're being paid, the way that you're being viewed, valued, resourced, referenced, mentioned. You feeling it right now, Pisces. And I've left this out of the readings for this period time, but I'm telling you, it's time to mention it now. Y'all feel this. Y'all feel that y'all are kings, queens, emperors, empresses, however you want to put it. I would say more on the line of emperors and empresses, but y'all know who y'all are. And y'all know that the world is shortchanging y'all right now. The universe sees it too, and you might even think that the universe is conspiring, kind of like triggering you to quit. Like, yo, just hang it up, quit. That big picture stuff that y'all dreaming about is not happening. The ways of the world not going to let it happen. The people who are in control of this, that, and the third is not going to let it happen. But yo, this is the breakaway society too, man. So much is happening at one time that y'all better not quit. Y'all better not. And in order for you to signal to the universe that you're aware that this is happening, what you do with your money is going to be very important right now. If you're not investing in royalty, then you are second guessing yourself. And I know this sounds irresponsible of me, but I'm keeping it a bean. If you got contracts with authorities and or companies that have inflated their prices along with the inflation that has been going on with the Fed and the basket, the commodity basket, then I would suggest you pump the brakes and take care of yourself more than you ever have. Meaning, spend the extra money on organic food. Spend the extra money on Bath, Body, and Beyond, but the stuff that's organic. You know what I'm saying? Probably not even from that establishment, because I don't recall hearing that they even have that type of brand. You know, but go to those. You know, go get you some grapes with the seeds in them. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some turmeric. Go get you some, the stuff that's rare, that you can adorn yourself with and just take care of yourself with. Treat yourself like royalty, since everyone else wants to play games like you're not aware of what's going on out here. And treat each other like that too. Start sending each other gifts, yo. Get the United States Postal Service. Get whatever it is that you know your Pisces likes. And matter of fact, ask each other, yo, like, what do you like? You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to keep it within a certain amount of dollar range. You know what I'm saying? What do you like? Because I'm going to gift you. Let's gift each other, because since the rest of this earth is playing like they don't know who we are, we about to really turn up and show them. But let's take care of each other and show everybody else, yo, we not even dealing with y'all like that once we take off, because y'all playing like we're not aware of what's going on. Y'all playing with the environment like Pisces doesn't rule the environment. You understand? Y'all keep doing this with the garbage and the landfills. Y'all got machinery that can clean ocean floors and stuff like that, but the Hudson River's still looking like this. Like, y'all act like we don't know what's going on. So when we turn up on y'all, we're probably not going to be in business with y'all at all. You know, and this is a token of, this is our notion to signal that we not fucking with y'all like that no more. We just spending money on ourselves right now. Straight like that. Irresponsible as it is and all that. It's only irresponsible to the people, to the bill collectors. Like, oh, y'all ain't paying y'all bill. Y'all ain't, well, maybe me not buying it no more, you know? But I bet y'all keep sending the envelopes in the mail type shit. You know what I'm saying? Make these people work for their money, yo, because a lot of this stuff is inflated, B, you know? So stand for something at this time with the love planet being in Leo. Get like lions right now. I just had a dream about lions too, about 2 nights ago. So get that courage up right now, Pisces, and let these people know, look, we're royalty right now. We're showing you right now. There's gonna be a hint. This time shall pass, but this is just a hint to let y'all know we coming, you know? And that's gonna build your health up. That's gonna build your confidence up. That's gonna build your egos up by spending on yourself. Leo's a sign of ego, individuality. Feel yourselves right now, Pisces. Feel each other up too. No, I'm playing, but I'm serious, because it's gonna go into the 7th house anyway of Virgo afterwards, you know. And you'll be able to clean up any type of messes that you made and make the ship tighter based upon the results of that. But I can almost guarantee that there's gonna be nothing to clean up. There's gonna be nothing to analyze except for the spills that other people have made that they're not taking accountability for. And these are the things that you're going to be paying attention to, giving eye to detail to, because this is something that you do in the regular anyway, because Virgo is the 7th house, the opposite of you. And these are the things that you look at and be like, yo, why doesn't anybody else ever see this? Right? But if a Virgo speaks on it, they're going to speak in favor because it's their energy. But if we speak on it, we're going to be anti, and we're going to be looked at like, oh, you just want to do whatever you want to do. That's why, everybody has to work, Pisces, and and they'll take it out of context. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not true. Everybody wants to imagine. Everybody has an imagination too. It's just that some people, and a lot of people want to capitalize on their imagination, but it's just that some people, they don't, they're just so used to everything that's been imagined, and they're chilling with that, which is understandable, right? Because everything, all the vices that people use in the world is something that people imagined first. Came from their imagination. But when you flood a people who is more content with those things that are tangible, they don't got to worry about using their imagination. Their imagination is lazy. So you can't expect to be verbal about those things and people respect you or people want to get down with you and do it. It's just like they said about like apocalyptic type scenarios. It's like the people who don't have those types of imaginative brains will destroy the world, and lastly they'll probably just hunt down the smart people and either beg them to imagine some new shit up, or they'll probably kill them too. So that people who are imaginative will have to like go into underground bunkers and stuff like that. It sounds wild, right? But I want it to be. This is a little bit different because the love planet is being in Leo, and y'all can actually make love to this type of energy and really feel how not loyal, but royal y'all are. Y'all could be loyal to each other while doing it. But you can understand how royal you are in this mix because it's in Virgo's house for y'all. So you're sitting as royalty in Virgo's house while the sun is there, while Mercury is there, and you're letting it be known like, look, I know you're my opposite sign and all that, and I know y'all want to watch everything, but again, under the observer, you see what you see and you make your assessments based on that. Virgo energy, I'm not talking about Virgos, I'm talking about Virgo energy, right? But as the double split experiment states, we're not just in this dimension. We're multi-dimensional beings, and we're doing all types of other wild shit in these dimensions that you don't see, that you can't see, because you're looking with the eye to observe, to judge, and we know that. So let's move along now until the planet Mars. So Mars being in your 4th house, great time to bounce ideas off of each other, and y'all might not utilize each other. Y'all might not. Y'all might go solo on this. Y'all might do this mission alone. There's enough mutable energy in the air already with the sign Gemini being expressed there with Mars, right? So you're capable of doing that, sure. But bouncing ideas off of people is a great way to be stimulated, And should y'all do so, it'll give you different areas that you can look into to make Mars kind of lighten up a bit. You know what I mean? Not only that, the things that you determine are wrong in the world and the places where y'all do want to make changes, y'all want to actually be the change, you can use your writing ability to take Mars as a warrior and say, this is how we're going to change this around, right? So, like so many movies that have basically become like prophets, right? Prophecy, right? From The Simpsons on up, y'all can partake in that as well with this time, with this 7-month stint with Mars being inside of Gemini. If y'all are writers, y'all can connect and just say, yo, you don't got to spend every moment with each other, but just be like, yo, what you working on right now? Oh, I'm working on this. You think we can connect with this idea and come up with something? And just, I'll check up on you in a month or two. You know what I'm saying? See what you got. I'll show you what I got. And then we draw one of those vision boards and see what we come up with. You know what I'm saying? It might not be just one film. It might be a series because it's just so much. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised to find out how much things are the same that y'all are touching on and the topics that y'all are touching on. And, I'm speaking in this type of way like y'all are really not together. Like I could feel it in comparison to the other readings that I've done. Like this is long distance stuff. Like y'all are probably not in the same vicinity. And if that's the case, Pisces, if y'all are doing long distance relationships right now and stuff like that, that's cool. It's a such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't got to feel like this is some textbook shit going on because it's Virgo season that y'all got to be living together in the same household or married in order to be in a relationship. No, there is a such thing as a long distance relationship, and if you're in one, so what? So be it. If you're in an unorthodox relationship with each other, Pisces, so be it. Capitalize off of that shit. Own that shit. You feel me? But yeah, y'all can use that warrior spirit for that type of thing. Y'all can also build a home in doing so, and I mean in a magical sense. You know what I mean? Take all of this action and harness it, put it into a structured container, Saturn style. And I told y'all what's happening with Saturn and it's going into Pisces soon, right? So be forward thinking with this. Don't get anxious and panic and think that it's not going to happen because you got to wait a little while. So what? It's going to be worth the wait. But at least build the structure that you could put it into this container, put it into this box. So when it's time to go, boom, it's going to take off to the point where back end rewards will be huge, to the point where you can more than likely are going to be able to go anywhere in the world that you want, buy any home in the world that you want, because this is big picture stuff right now. This is big picture stuff we're talking about. 12th house rules over large institutions. So the largest institutions that that you heard that got stocks and people investing and stuff like that, that's big Pisces energy. I don't know if you know that or not, but it is. And you can say what you want. Oh, I hate this corporation. They got messed up work laws and stuff like that. If you was to invest in the stock market right now, you better invest in Apple. You better invest in Google. You better invest in Tesla. And I'm just saying these things because even though they might take losses based upon what the economy is doing right now, like it's so unpredictable and it's kind of it's not so great right now, these companies are still going to be making money. They got it in a chokehold to that level, to that extent. Sure, it costs a lot of money to get in, but that's the point. Understand? Large institutions, big picture shit, big Pisces energy, So I'm telling you, think like that. What dudes say? Think big, bitch. Think big, bitch. Like y'all should be thinking big, bitches. You understand what I'm saying? So when y'all get up and fuck that small talk shit, yeah, y'all can have fun, flirt with each other. That's a given. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying talk that big picture shit. Talk that big Pisces shit. So y'all can really feel at home again. Home with each other. Y'all get each other, B. I don't care what type of Pisces you are. Y'all get each other. Y'all might be ignoring it because of other stuff distracting you, but y'all get each other and y'all should capitalize off of that, off of each other. So with Mars being there, the passion can run wild, especially if y'all are connected on the thoughts. Y'all could be in love with each other's brain and just be like, yo, I can't wait to see you type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like face to face in the physical, in the flesh and all that. I keep talking long distance because that's just how I'm feeling, yo. So get in the comment section. If y'all got that type of thing going on, let me know. If y'all are physical and face to face, how's it going? How does it feel to be face to face with each other, but to be in y'all imaginations a lot of the time? It's kind of a long time for me, But anyway, let's move right along to Jupiter being retrograde in y'all second house in the sign of Aries. So this can help y'all when y'all are deciding contracts and the moves that y'all gonna make together, with Mercury being in the 8th house, is Aries in the second house for y'all. Because y'all should be think big, bitch. Y'all should be thinking about big bank in your bank accounts that'll come. Put it this way. How much are y'all going to benefit from this big picture stuff that y'all are doing? Focus on that. Focus on not being the passive one when it comes to this and saying, oh, this is our first film, so we're not going to want much out of it. Just give us this small budget and we'll see. Now, if y'all don't got stock in it, don't be thinking like that. If somebody is paying y'all, if a company is paying y'all for a film or the rights to a film, then y'all go big. Y'all go big on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Give me X, Y, and Z, because I'm not taking the risk of this movie not taking off. I'd rather be paid more for it and then it'll be in y'all hands if it don't take off the way it's supposed to be, than to get lowballed for it and it takes off and now I'm looking at myself like, I can't believe I let them pay me that little bit of money for this huge movie. Don't go out like that. And if they're not ready to pitch that amount out, you still don't be discouraged. You got something, you sitting on something. It's really worth what you determine it's worth. And the two of you got to be set and get fixed in your ways. It's second house, Taurus energy. You got to get fixed in your ways and stick with it and stand your ground and say, yo, this is worth this X amount of dollars and I'm not taking anything less than it. If it takes more time and we got to do it ourselves, then so be it. We'll do it ourselves. And this is why you should be getting your own personal finances in order right now, with Jupiter being in retrograde, and start making the decisions and the tweaks needed to understand where the financial game that we're playing now. You know what I'm saying? There are many different ways to access credit. You could do this through debt financing. You might have a negative outlook on debt. I sometimes do myself, you know what I'm saying? But it's not the worst thing in the world, especially when you're elite and you're great at your craft and you know what you're doing, you know? So I'll give you an example, right? Like with the fashion stuff, I was spending a lot of my own money and stuff like that, which you'd want to do when you're passionate about something, right? You know what I mean? And then I started looking into whether I should get some credit or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, I still got student loans to pay back and stuff like that. Maybe not, you know? And then I stumbled across these other financial products that they got out now. They call it like Klarna and what's the other one? And Shopify got one too. Like they got these different like credit companies that are attached to companies that sell things like items, tangible things. So there's a whole bunch of wholesale stores that are connected to these places, to these credit agencies. Excuse me. So I started dipping into that, only spending what I could buy twice, you know what I mean, what I can afford. And it's been working wonders for me. This is what I mean about Jupiter being retrograde in your second house, Pisces. Look at stuff like that, because now you're building credit in lines that go directly to vendors that are in the industries that you work in on a day-to-day basis, right? So you're not building relationship with banks because you don't necessarily have to right now, you know? You'd actually be paying the bank to make those types of moves, and you'd be doing credit pulls and stuff like that. It'd be taking points off your system, and you want something that's more of an immediate answer right now. You know what I'm saying? A yes or no. And these companies are not turning people down. They're like yesing it all the way the fuck through, you know? You just got to be able to pay that money back. So this is a perfect example of what I mean about Jupiter being in the second house for y'all in the sign of Aries. And you're taking your own initiative. Again, you're not using a bank that is more of a bigger institution to make these operations work. You're using these small companies that are doing this, and you're doing it on your own. You know, whether it's some do-it-yourself projects or whatever it is that you got going on, you have these opportunities now. Also think about the people that you've connected with in the past, and how they've handled you when it came to finances, and make a decision on whether someone is better to be connected with based upon human capital, meaning how much knowledge they have, their knowledge base, how resourceful they are, in contrast to how much money they have, or how much money they paid you or gave you once upon a time, or didn't give you. Maybe the money wasn't exchanged, or there was no transaction because they're that big of a deal. They thinking big, bitch. They that big of a deal to the point where it's just like, money is the last part. Money is the byproduct. Money is the result of what it is we got going on here. Don't worry about the money, you know? Think about the calculation of it, but think about it on the back end. Let's handle what we're capable of first. You know what I mean? Those types of individuals might be more important and essential to the big picture than actual money. So let's go into the planet Saturn, which is a transitional planet like Jupiter. And Saturn is inside of Aquarius for y'all. Astrology can help very much for y'all right now. So again, when I'm talking about the planning of how, you know, it will go into Pisces soon, this is a great time to be prepared for that, and it's in the same area for y'all. So it'll gel well if you get to talking about this stuff. Not only talking about it, but doing the work, doing the actual hard work. That you might be like, man, I'm really spending a lot of time on this, and my laundry's piling up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck am I doing? But still, those late nights and those, you know, tweaks to fixing the structure, fixing the plan, gotta go back and do this over because that's not going to work right. All of that is going to pay off later. It's the reward that pays off later, Saturn. You know what I mean? And it's in the highest degree of the planets. So it really has more authority over everything else that's going on. I'm not talking about the generational planets. I'm not exact. I think the generational planets is high up in the 20 degrees too. Don't quote me on that. I haven't been looking lately. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about the transitional planets for you to transition into big Pisces. big Pisces energy. You know what I'm saying? So in order to do so, you should use astrology to plan these things out. You should be very well versed in the internet, and I'm talking about not every platform, because you don't got to be a hoe about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to spread yourself thins to all of the platforms, but really think about the ones that you've maneuvered through and you know like the back of your hand already, and figure out how y'all can make those channel companies work for y'all. Because a lot of the times you can use these channel companies, they've become so big now that you might want to use them before you even build a website for what it is that you're doing, because you're going to have to pay the website, you're going to have to pay for hosting, you're going to have to pay the server eventually when it gets bigger anyway. You're going to have to pay all of these things monthly. You could slice all of those bills and use the channel companies instead. The Facebook, make a Facebook business page. You could use the Instagram, make an Instagram business page. You can make a I guess a Snapchat. I haven't been on there in a while. What's going on there? There's a lot of nudity on Snapchat, but that's probably a great thing, right, Pisces? Twitter too, like you could do damn near porn on Twitter now, right? Or you could then do porn on Twitter. But I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be porn. I'm just saying, like, how do you know these platforms? Do you know them front and back? What's going on in TikTok? I'm new to TikTok. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I've entered that lane just to be versed on it, to understand how it works. You know what I mean? So all of these platforms are free, and I know ain't nothing in the world for free. So there's some old type of, like, TikTok, they like the biggest spy company in the world. So I heard. Don't flag me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what I heard. But it's like, how can you still utilize it? If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to worry about. What, some Chinese people to find out where you live? So what, you gonna come here? Y'all don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke. You just want to know what I'm up to, right? Because you're on the globalism tip and all that. Okay, well, if my government is not blocking y'all, what you want me to do? I might be cool with some of y'all Chinese dudes. Who knows? Again, don't flag me. You know what I'm saying? Well, Pisces, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about right now, that y'all could be working on to become huge authoritative figures in this field. What happens in the house before the house that is coming next is going to prepare the benefit of the house that you're going into. Be mindful of this. So as much work as y'all do in this 12th house in the sign of Aquarius right now, the results, the benefits are going to spill over into the sign Pisces. Be mindful of this, you heard? Connect on these things. If you're not connecting on these things and you're distracted by other things, like maybe it's romances, maybe it's, your significant, look, I'm talking about y'all being significant others and lovers, but y'all might have some others. Let me stop doing that to y'all. Let me stop making Pisces out to be the hoes of the zodiac and just say, y'all are probably, there's a lot of y'all that are probably just by yourselves right now, to keep it real, like isolating like a motherfucker, but y'all just have great times with other Pisces people that y'all in relationships with, but it's just like a different kind of relationship, not the ones that you're all on top of each other, because those relationships are really having issues right now. I don't know if y'all are speaking to other people or observing other people and seeing through shit that they post on Facebook in matching pajamas, but y'all know that ain't really it. Y'all psychic. Y'all know what the fuck be going on. You know what I mean? So if y'all got this type of relationship between y'all two that works for y'all, and y'all are just confident in believing what is not seen yet with y'all two, then stay in that energy, stay in that zone, because it's coming. It's coming when y'all get together and y'all lock arms and y'all form Voltron and all of that. Just stick it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all relationships are probably stronger than most. So that's what I got for y'all right now. Get in the comment section. Talk y'all talk. Think big, bitch.